You ready, guys?
I'm ready, yeah.
Hello.
No, it's not you, Aidan. I'm just asking the camera guys. You ready with the camera? Yeah. Go for it, Aidan.
Cheers, Paul. Good afternoon, Graham. You must have been fairly pleased with the point at the end there. It must have felt like the least you deserved.
Yeah, I thought performance-wise we did a lot well in the game. I thought we started well. Heavily punished for their goal, which came from, I think, for their first entry into our box. Felt like we were punished quite heavily for that. And then, we had maybe a 10-minute period where, of course, they're a bit more, tails are up, a bit more confident. But I thought overall we were good. Second half, pushed against a team that is good on the counter attack. That's how they play. But we restricted them to, not too much, if anything. And we had chances ourselves, which isn't easy to do against a team with the organisation of Crystal Palace. So, really pleased to the players that they get something from the game in terms of a reward, because I thought there was personality on the pitch. We tried everything, but probably a little bit disappointed we didn't get 3 points.
You said heavily punished in the first half as regards the penalty. Do you feel it was harshly awarded?
Well, when I saw it live, I felt it was a bit soft. I've got to be honest, but I think if you're going to play devil's advocate, Tariq's hands are up a little bit, so therefore you always give somebody the possibility to either throw themselves down or give the referee a chance to give a penalty. I think we've still got to decide whether it's a foul or not. I'm not sure. It didn't look like it was, but that's life as well.
You must have been disappointed with your captain's tackle at the end on Gary Cahill. It was perhaps a bit reckless, and you'll lose a key player now for a period of time.
Yeah, I think it was. I think you're right. We have to be honest. I think it was a reckless challenge. It was an excessive force, and it was a red card. I think knowing Lewis, he's just had a header for a corner, and he's just trying to follow through and block something, but it's not good. It's not a good challenge. We have to learn from that and be better.
Still managed to be quite a spiky occasion despite the absence of a crowd, didn't it, for a derby?
Yeah, I guess so. I think sometimes that's how the game goes. Very competitive, as you'd imagine. Both players want to win. Both sets of players and staff want to win. I think it would be better if there's crowd, but there's not. But I think it was competitive, and both teams tried their best to take the result.
Just finally, for me, can you tell us briefly about the signing of Danny Welbeck? What added options he'll give you up front? I know you spoke about it in the press release. I just wanted to get you on camera, that's all.
No, he's. I think he's firstly off the pitch. He gives us an experience and a know-how and a personality. I think he wants to help the team and he wants to help the players around him. And then on the pitch, he works really, really hard for the team. He's prepared to sacrifice himself for the team, and he's a forward that is probably a little bit different to what we've got already. And I think he'll add some quality in that area.
Thanks, Aidan. Ian, do you want to go next?
Yeah. Graham, you had 70% near enough possession today. Do you think you should have got more than just that one goal in the 90th minute? I mean, I thought there were a couple of times in the second half whereby strikers have gone through and maybe wanted to take an extra touch.
Yeah, I think the hardest thing in the game is to score, Ian. That's the reality. And I thought we had chances to score, which isn't easy to do against Crystal Palace, especially when they're defending a 1-0 lead that they had from 15 minutes in. But I thought we did. I thought we showed an understanding of how we were going to try and attack and what we were trying to do in the game. And yeah, if I look at the game, I think maybe one goal was a bit cheap for us. I think we could have maybe got another one at least. But like I said, Crystal Palace defend with numbers. They defend deep, and they make it easy for yourself. They don't make it easy to create chances. So the fact that we did that was a positive.
The penalty did look harsh. Are you surprised the referee didn't go to the monitor? I mean, they seem to have been doing that a little bit more this season.
I have no expectation of the referees when it comes to VAR. I think that's probably the best thing. And then you're not surprised or disappointed. I don't understand a lot at the moment, but again, that's not my remit to necessarily understand. When I saw the penalty live, I felt it was a bit soft, but like I said, I can understand if there's hands on somebody, then yeah, it gives you an opportunity to give a penalty. Whether it was a foul or not, I'm not convinced.
You say it's not your remit to know, yeah. You're the manager of a Premier League football team, and you've got to come and explain how your team play. I mean, I'm not blaming you for not having the remit to know, but do you think the rules have now gone, or the laws of the game have gone so far now that it's almost difficult for anyone to know what they are?
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few things. Even the fact that the linesmen aren't flagging for offside now and waiting for things, which then makes that situation a little bit strange. I've said before, as soon as you have offside and it's offside or not, and then you get a goal that's 0.5 millimetre offside, and it feels a bit strange, but I understand why it's that. There's so much going on that in the end you could drive yourself insane trying to work it all out. I think I've just got to focus on my team and focus on my players, focus on what we can do, what we can control, and I can't control the referee or the VAR.
Last one on Lewis Dunk. It was a horrible challenge. It was similar yesterday to the one yesterday we saw with Jordan Pickford and Virgil van Dijk, I thought, where they went in two-footed. Will you be having a word with him about that?
Yeah, I spoke to him. He knows it's not good. He knows he's made a mistake. He knows it's not what we're about, and it's not what he's about. He's not a bad guy at all. He's not got any intent to hurt anybody. He's a fully committed footballer that has got it wrong, simple as that. And we have to hold our hands up when we do that and say, no, that's not good enough for us. And we have to accept it and apologise and then move on.
Thanks, Moose. Andy Naylor next. I think we're going into Monday territory now as well. So if anybody's got any Monday questions, raise your hands.
Hi, Graham.
Andy?
Just on the Welbeck signing, we saw examples today with Adam Lallana of his kind of craft, creating the chances. What do you think Danny Welbeck can bring to turn the possession, control of games you're having into something more substantial? What difference will he make, do you think?
Well, I think it's a bit unfair to just expect one individual to, change and solve all our problems. I think we've actually done quite a lot well. We've created some chances, we've scored goals. It's up to the team to score goals, and it's up to the team to keep balls out the net. And we shouldn't look to individuals to necessarily solve all those problems, all those challenges that we have. I think what Danny does is he brings his own unique qualities that I don't think we've got. He's a big, tall, running forward that wants to run towards goal, that is a little bit different to what we've got and the attributes that we've got in the group. And then as a person, as a character, he's a top guy that wants to prove, that wants to play in the Premier League and wants to help us with our journey going forward.
Just one other one from me. Ben White, you played in today in that midfield role, didn't you? Which he played in a couple of times at Leeds.
Yeah.
What was the thinking there, and how did you think he did?
Well, I think if you're watching Crystal Palace, they're really dangerous on the transition defensive. When you lose the ball and they attack with their front four, they're very direct and very dangerous. So having Ben there as a sort of security for that, but also to allow us to attack the sides with our lateral centre backs was the thinking from a tactical perspective. Ben can play that game. Stephen's had a long trip back from South America, so it just felt like for both those reasons, tactically and physically, it was good to use Ben.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks, Andy. Darren Howard, and I think that's it.
Thanks, Paul. Hello, Graham. A great moment for Alexis McAllister. What will that mean to him, do you think, going forward? He's had to be patient, hasn't he, this season?
He has, yeah. I think it's another example that football changes quite quickly. You can feel that you're not maybe in the team or you're not in the group, but you're always in the group. You're always available. You're always working hard to try to wait for your opportunity, so that when that comes, you're ready. Alexis has been a top professional. He's worked hard. He's got on with his job. Helping the team, encouraging the team. And it's nice. That's the role of the subs sometimes is, everybody wants to start, but sometimes it's as important or more important that the guys that finish the game can at least influence it and get the result we need.
Great stuff. Thanks, Graham.
Thanks, Darren. Just one more question from Brian.
Sorry?
Hi, Graham.
Hi, Brian.
I just want to ask you about Adam Lallana. Absolute joy to watch this afternoon. How close is he to his best, or where do you see him now in his progression?
Sorry, Brian, you broke up a little bit. I think it was about Adam Lallana. I think he's been available for every game. He's had 2 or 3 years where he hasn't played as much, and he's probably played a different role. He's playing a more I'd say influential role on the pitch with us. He's getting stronger and stronger as we go. He'll get better and better with the time. He brings us a personality on and off the pitch, which I think is important. Tactically, he's very strong, and he deals with space really well. I thought second half he found the pockets really well and contributed to some assists and some potential assists. Really pleased with him. We've just got to manage his minutes and manage his load. But I'm pleased. He's been available for every game for us, available for selection in every game, and he'll get better and better.
Okay. Thank you. Well done.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.